Periander, son of Cypselus, a native of Corinth, was of the family of the Heraclidae. His wife, Lycida, whom he called Melissa, was the daughter of Procles, the tyrant of Epidaurus, and Erycina, the daughter of Aristocrates and sister of Aristodemus, who together reigned over almost all of Arcadia, as Heraclides of Pontus says in his work On Power. By Lycida he had 2 sons, Cypselus and Lycophron, the younger a man of intelligence, the elder weak-minded. After some time, in a fit of anger, he killed his wife, either throwing a footstool at her or with a kick when she was pregnant, having trusted the false accusations of concubines whom he later burned alive. To Corcyra he banished the son named Lycophron, who grieved for his mother, but when Periander had grown old, he sent for his son to succeed him in the tyranny. The Corcyraeans, anticipating his plan, killed his son. Thereupon, in a fit of rage, Periander sent the sons of the Corcyraeans to Aliates to be castrated. But when their ship touched at Samos, they took refuge in the temple of Hera and were saved by the Samians. Periander died of grief at the age of 80. Socrates says that he died 41 years before Croesus, 3 years before the 49th Olympiad. Herodotus, in his first book, says that he was a guest friend of Thrasybulus, the tyrant of Miletus. Aristippus, in the first book of his work on the luxuriousness of the ancients, relates the following story about Periander. His mother, Cratia, conceiving a passion for him, had intercourse with him in secret, and he took pleasure in it. And when the affair came to light, he became harsh to everyone, so pained was he at being detected. And Ephorus reports Periander's vow that if he won a victory in the chariot race at Olympia, he would dedicate a golden statue. But after his triumph, he found himself short of gold, and at a local festival, noticing that the women had adorned themselves, he confiscated all their ornaments and sent the promised offering. Some say that, wishing to keep his burial place unknown, he devised the following stratagem. He ordered 2 young men to whom he had shown a certain road to go there at night, kill the man they met, and bury him. Then he instructed 4 others to go in pursuit of the first men and to kill and bury them. And again he sent out a larger number to pursue the 4, and thus he himself was slain when he encountered the first pair. The Corinthians inscribed these words on his cenotaph. Here Corinth holds in her sea-girt bosom Periander, a prince of wealth and wisdom. My own verses about him run as follows. Grieve not that you have not gained your end. Instead, delight in all that God gives. For the sage Periander perished in despair at not gaining an end he desired. His maxim is, do nothing for money, for one should gain that which deserves to be gained. He composed a didactic poem in 2,000 verses. He said that those who would reign securely as tyrants should make goodwill their bodyguard, not weapons. When someone asked him why he was tyrant, he replied, because to step down voluntarily and to be deposed are both dangerous. His other sayings include, tranquility is beautiful, rashness poses danger, shameful gain is blank. Democracy is better than tyranny. Pleasures fade, but honors are immortal. Be moderate in prosperity, sensible in adversity. Be the same to your friends whether they are in prosperity or adversity. Keep your promises. Betray no secrets. Correct not only those who transgress, but also those who are about to do so. He was the first to have a bodyguard and to transform his rule into a tyranny. And he did not let anyone live in the town without his consent, as Ephorus and Aristotle say. He flourished in the 83rd Olympiad and was tyrant for 40 years. Sotion, Heraclides, and Pamphila, in the 5th book of her commentaries, say that there were 2 men named Periander, one a tyrant, the other a sage of Ambracia. Neanthes of Cyzicus agrees and says that the 2 men were related to each other, and Aristotle says that the Corinthian Periander was the sage, but Plato denies this. His maxim is, "Practice is everything." He also wished to dig a canal across the isthmus. The following brief letters are attributed to him. Periander to the sages. Many thanks to Phoebus Apollo that I found you together, and that my letters will also bring you to Corinth. For my part, I shall receive you, as you know yourselves, in the most democratic manner. I hear that last year you assembled at the Lydian court in Sardis, so do not hesitate now to come to me, the ruler of Corinth, for the Corinthians will be pleased to see you coming to the house of Periander. Periander to Procles. The murder of my wife was unintentional, but you injure me deliberately when you set my son against me. So either dispel my son's hostility, or I will take my revenge, for I long ago paid my debt for your daughter by burning on her pyre the clothes of all the women of Corinth. And Thrasybulus wrote to him as follows. Thrasybulus to Periander. I gave your herald no answer, but I took him to a cornfield and cut off the ears of corn that grew higher than the rest, striking them with a staff while he accompanied me. And he will report to you, if you ask him, what he heard or saw, and you must follow my example if you wish to strengthen your dictatorship. Slay the citizens who are preeminent, whether or not they appear hostile to you, since for a dictator every man, even a friend, arouses suspicion.